Hey folks, welcome to the channel. I'm Don, this is Rockin' the Country. Straightforward. I've got a gift request from Louis DeMarre. So Louis, thank you for this gift and request, my friend. Jason Isbell's Volunteer. When I see Volunteer, I immediately think of University of Tennessee, the Vols, but I don't know if that's what this is about. I doubt it. Jason is a brilliant songwriter, brilliant lyricist, so you can look at a title of his and think you know what it's about, and chances are you don't. At least in my case. So let's see what we've got. Volunteer. This is different.
Daddy worked hard, Mama worked harder, propped up on pain pills and pride.
Oh.
They were just kids when I came in this world, and I was a kid when they died. They'd fight about money, they'd fight about fighting, they'd fight about nothing at all. The car was still running when the deputy found him at the shell by the gun barrel mall.
Oh man.
Take me away from here, no, I never belong to this place. Wish I could disappear off the edge of the earth. Take me away from here, no, I don't want to fight for the rest of my life. I ain't to volunteer.
Oh, sick.
I cried when I missed him, got lost in the system. Foster homes passed me around.
Yeah.
The last one was nice, but I ran away twice, and they gave up on tracking me down. I met a girl that says she's from Chattanooga, but I think she grew up out west. Can't say I love her, she's someone to talk to, and I like the tattoo on her chest. I found us a spot on the KOA campground. She says she sleeps good in the Scout. But I got in a fight with the neighbor last night, and they'll probably be kicking us out. Some nights I dream that I'm in Colorado, working a cannabis farm.
You got to catch your breath sometimes. This is the thing about Jason. Every single line he puts in there adds more detail to the story. Not just like, and the way he sings it just keeps moving along. I mean, you'd never confuse this with rap music, but the way he puts his lyrics together, like, could be a country version of Eminem, just the way he keeps going with it. But this is meat. Every single line takes you down that journey of like a Martin Scorsese movie.
Some nights I dream that the ghost of my mama is holding me tight in her arms.
Yeah.
Take me away from here, no, I never belong to this place. Wish I could disappear off the edge of the earth someday. Take me away from here, no, I don't want to fight for the rest of my life. I ain't to volunteer.
The thing is, his parents evidently had the same wish he did, because the character in the song, because they found the shotgun, or not shotgun, they find the shells. And so it might have been a murder-suicide. It might have been a pact where they wanted out of this world too. But now he's in pain and he doesn't necessarily want out, but he's alluding to it. I wish I could just disappear off the face of the earth, that kind of thing. Some people make connections that are just otherworldly. I didn't sign up for this. That's what he's saying. I didn't volunteer for this. I didn't sign up for this life. I'm not your volunteer. I don't want to be passed from foster home. They gave up tracking me down. I ran away twice. I don't blame the foster system in that regard. I mean, we can all have our complaints about big government programs, whatever the programs are, but his parents off themselves. If nobody personally steps up, like an aunt, uncle, neighbor, grandparent, to take care of them, you've got the government, and he's not the government's child. And so they try to find a home. There is at least a system set up. But the hard part about it wasn't the government not trying in that regard. It's what originally happened. Like George Michael said in his song Freedom, I think it's that. Yeah, some mistakes are built to last. And it's true. Physical injuries are that way. I mean, you shatter your leg in a bunch of parts. I mean, it doesn't come back online fully. You bruise it, it does. Some mistakes, some injuries, some emotional injuries are built to last. And when you don't have your parents, like he said, sometimes he wished the ghost of his mother was holding him. And yeah, I mean, it's just the way it is. Humans, we think about our parents. We want our parents' approval. It just is that way. And some parents cannot be pleased. Some parents just don't have that love or life in them to give that to others. Many do, and that's a beautiful thing. But either when you lose one that did care for you or you wanted to care for you, it's always going to haunt you in that regard. You wished you'd had the love. In this case, he said his mother, not necessarily his father. Maybe it was a murder-suicide and the father pulled the trigger on both, and that's why he wished it was the love of his mother. But for the most part, we want the love of our mother anyway. It's just kind of the natural order of things. And we also would like to have the love of our father, but to be rejected by a mother is a pretty darn tough thing. I don't know if either is worse. But in the context of this song, he was yearning for the ghost of his mom, his mother, his word. So, yeah, Louis, that's just you want to say standard Jason Isbell song. You don't get a break in a Jason Isbell song. It's very, very rare. And I don't mean that negatively. He doesn't waste time. He doesn't have throwaway lines. He doesn't, volunteer. I told you in the beginning too, when I said with Jason, you see a title like that, you see a title like anything of Jason's, and you think you might have a read on it, and you don't. You just can't even. He could have a title that's like, I'm so happy today, and it will not be what you expect. It won't be a happy person. It will be, I don't know. I'm happy today because my life is ending. I'm out of this pain, or what. He could go anywhere with it, but I'm going to rate this. I mean, the composition too, instrumentally, lent itself well to feeling like you were going down the road. The tempo of it, the intensity of it, the instruments used. They had some orchestral instruments in there. It just, the drum of the beat almost felt like a military. Pseudo-military feel to it, just marching right along. But he's marching right along in pain, and then she's got a $10 knife. What do you say? She's licking the blade of a $10 knife or something. You're like, well, what's going on with her? The woman he's with. So KOA, what is that? Knights of America? I mean, it's not Knights of Columbus, but I think you said KOA. So Louis, I'm going to rate this thing. Intensity and the truth of what happens to people to whom this happens, where they wind up without parents. They wind up in the system. And I know people who have fostered kids and then adopted kids, and it is a whirlwind. My neighbors had fostered kids, and I'd see some, and then they wouldn't be there, and others stayed. And my friends in Florida adopted one after fostering a number of them that I'd met. And it's a very difficult one because they're very, very bruised and violent sometimes. And you bring them into your home hoping love is going to fix it, but it doesn't always fix it. Some people are just very, very damaged, and that's just sad. All right, the number that popped into my head was a 9.2. How often would I listen to this song? I don't know, but I'll tell you, I'm glad I listened to it this time around. I love knowing these things are out there because I might be able to use them later in life to share things with somebody. So, Louis, thank you, my friend. Maybe you could share if there's any relevance of this song to your life or otherwise, or not, however you want to do it. Thank you again. Have a great day. I'll see you on another video. Keep rocking the country.